another video. Long time no see. I haven't made a video like this in a while, like set up a camera and talk to you guys. But I thought I should come in really quickly and give some tips and tricks about planning a wedding in Ghana. Like I set up like 10 necessary tips to when you are planning a wedding in Ghana, especially when you are not from Ghana, and when you are a Ghanaian but you don't live in Ghana, you live outside, like you live in Europe like myself, or America, or anywhere else. So let's get straight to it. So my tip number one will definitely be plan ahead of time. The planning you do in Europe or you do in America, before you come to Ghana, you should plan ahead of time. You should make decisions ahead of time. You cannot come here to Ghana and start making decisions, because the system here in Ghana is just different from the system in Europe. What I did personally is I decided to plan it myself, like not to get a wedding planner, because I kind of like controlling things. So if I take a wedding planner, I think I'll end up planning the whole thing myself, because I would like to control every aspect of it. So I took a wedding planner layout from the internet, and I dot everything, I wrote everything down before I came to Ghana. And when I figured out what I want, how I want it and everything, I started talking to people. And when I say talking to people, I mean talking to people here in Ghana from Europe. So I started contacting my friends, searching online, searching Instagram, contacting people, calling them, looking at their prices, making appointments ahead of time, even when I was in Europe, because when you come to Ghana here, and I came here 2 months ahead of time, and I didn't think that's a lot of time to be making appointments in that 2 months, because obviously you have other things to do in that 2 months than to just be planning that. So yeah, I planned ahead of time, made appointments, and when I got to Ghana, I also network, ask people, call people, see people, take your preparation to them, lay down your plan, talk to them. Like, all those things have to be planned way ahead of time. You cannot get to Ghana and then start planning all those things. It just doesn't work that way. The system here in Ghana is different. The internet system is even different. Like, internet can be really slow here in Ghana. If you're going to do your research here in Ghana, it's going to take a lot of time than to do it outside. My tip number 2 is do your research. Go on Instagram pages of people who decorate, Instagram pages of makeup artists, DJs, everything. Go see a few of them when you come to Ghana. I made all these appointments before I came to Ghana, and when you come to Ghana, you see like various DJs and stuff like that, and then you make your decision, choose one of them. You see different makeup artists and you choose one of them, make appointments ahead of time. So I cannot stress that enough. You should definitely do a lot of research before you come to Ghana. And if you come to Ghana, you still continue to do that research, you still continue to contact people, you still continue to talk to people about it. It's really important to be talking to people about it, spreading your ideas, so that people can help you, point you to the right place, because obviously you don't live here in Ghana and you don't know exactly places to go and stuff like that. So it's really important, and you gather all the information, and at the end of the day, that information is going to help you make your decision, and then you go from there. Tip number 3 will be, don't assume anything. Don't assume like, oh, I think this DJ is really good, so I'm going to let him do his job. No, don't do that. Things like that don't work here in Ghana. Assume, how do you say that? Assuming things, make sure of things, like confirm things. Like if you you book a DJ, people here in Ghana quickly to say, yeah, I know what you are talking about, and I know your ideas, I know your vision, oh, I know that. But don't assume because just somebody said I know that, I know this, so it's okay. Don't do that. Oh yeah, I'm assuming that the cameraman will bring a light lights because it's part of the job. No, mention what you want. I want lighting, I want a zoom in lens, I want extra SD card, I want somebody who's going to video, I want this, I want that, I want that. Mention it, make a list for the person, write everything down. I can't stress this enough. Be really on point. Like, you cannot assume things like it's going to be done, it won't be done. You end up being disappointed. Yeah, you end up being disappointed, and I have been there. Tip number 4, I think. Tip number 4, always have a backup plan. Always have a backup photographer, a backup DJ, because sometimes, I don't want to say people don't stick to their appointments here in Ghana, but sometimes people don't stick to their appointments in Ghana. Sometimes it can be really easy for people to say, I cannot do it anymore, I'm sick, or I'm this, or I'm that. And that can also happen in Europe as well, but I've noticed it happens here in Ghana, and when people get sick or something, they expect you to look for the alternative. Well, I'm like, okay, so if I'm going to sing at your wedding or something and I got sick, I am going to try to look for an alternative myself for you, because it was my responsibility. You paid me for it, and you know, stuff like that. So you always have to have a backup plan. Tip number 5 is have an open mind. This is really important, because things just doesn't work as things doesn't work like it works outside of Ghana, as in it works in Europe and America or any other place. So what you have in mind can be totally different from what you get. So you definitely have to have an open mind. Be flexible in the thing. As long as you are getting what you want, be flexible in the way that you get what you want. Like, you cannot be, you know. And that leads me to my next tip. Try to relax. Apart from you being here in Ghana to do a wedding or to plan a wedding, you should try to relax and do other stuff. Go out with friends, have dinner. Like, you've seen my previous vlogs. Like, I did things that doesn't have any doesn't associate with the wedding planning or anything like that, because you will be stressed. Like, normally when you come to Ghana on vacation, like, the weather is really hot and you go to some beach and you have some drinks and all those things. But when you're planning a wedding, you are in this hot weather 24/7, going up and down, car in, car out, traffic in, traffic out, appointments in, appointments out. Is stressful and hot, and like literally hot. So it's really important to do things that relax you. Go to spa. Also remember to go to the beach. Just enjoy your stay, because you're not just here. Well, you are here for the wedding, but you still need other stuff to balance your system. You know, to balance your mind. My number, I really don't remember the numbers anymore, but my next tip is also to pray a lot, as in put God first in every step that you take. Like, if you are going to appointments or everything, just pray, Holy Spirit, lead me to talk to these people, lead me to have the vision that they are having, lead me so that they understand what I'm trying to. Just pray a lot. You need to put God in the center of everything, and eventually everything is going to be alright if God is in it. And I'm not saying this just to be a cliche or something. Like, it's really important, at least if you are a Christian or you are a believer or whatever you call yourself. Oh, and my next tip is also repeat yourself a lot. If you make an appointment, with somebody, you talk about the whole plan and everything. Before you end the appointment, make sure you summarize everything. Repeat, go dot and everything. Repeat a lot. Call the person and tell the person, do you remember I said this? Do you remember what I said? In case of anything, you can let the person even narrate what you said, because I think people kind of forget things. I don't know if they kind of forget or what it is, but they just fill in the if they forget something, they just fill in the blank space with their own ideas. I'm like, no, that's not what I wanted, that's what you want. But I thought I was clear on what I want, but obviously I wasn't clear enough. So just repeat yourself, make sure you get what you want, especially if you know it's possible to get what you want. And it is possible to get what you want. Oh, that leads me to my next appointment. You should definitely write down everything. If you go to appointment with somebody who is going to with a caterer, write down everything you want for the people. Don't assume, oh, the person have a photogenic memory, photogenic memory, so the person is going to memorize everything. No, write down everything for the person. Like if you have a DJ, write down the songs that you want. Even in the worst case scenario, download the songs that you want and put them on a USB drive and give it to the DJ. I experienced it at my wedding that the DJ ended up playing songs. I'm like, where is this song coming from? And that's even when I actually downloaded some songs and put them in a USB drive for the DJ, and the DJ still kept playing songs that I had no idea about, and he didn't even play one of the songs that I downloaded for him. Can you just imagine? Sometimes people just forget things or whatever it is, and they just fill in the blank space with their own ideas. I'm like, seriously, I took my time to prepare for this. So write down your ideas and repeat. Like, oh, and my next tip would definitely be, don't go with a chill flow. And what I mean by that is, we all know the system in, well, at least I know the system in Europe is like a robot system. Like you are so uptight, you do this, you do that, everything has to be correct, everything has to be on point. The system here in Ghana is different. It's not as the system in Europe, and of course I don't expect that. The system here is chill, relaxed, and that's how they get things to be, that's how it works for them, or somehow. But you definitely shouldn't go with the flow. Like if you make appointments ahead of time, and people will be like, oh, your wedding is in December, you're making an appointment in October. No, you should wait, No, I want to make the appointment in October because that's what I want. And you don't have any, the people don't have like any specific argument why they don't want the appointment to be in October, apart from, oh, your wedding is far ahead, so we can just wait on it. No, I just want it to be here, so let's do that. So you have to be careful with that, because people are really relaxed. Oh, let's do that later. Oh, that will come this time. Oh, that will come that time. Oh, you have a lot of time. You will end up having a whole lot of things packed up at the last minute, and last minute does not work here in Ghana, trust me. Like if you're a last minute person, it might work in abroad, but it doesn't work here. Last minute is really last minute. You might end up giving up or crying or something. It's no, don't do that. Don't wait for last minute. Be on time. Don't go with a chill flow, unless you are not planning a wedding, unless you're just doing something else, but don't go with a chill flow. My bonus tip would definitely be payments. When you are doing your payments, don't do everything all at once, because that leads to how do you say that, disappointment, because people will be like, you have already done the payment, so yeah, I can take my time and do everything. But in Ghana here, like people, sometimes people need money, so what you do is you pay half of whatever you agreed on. If you agreed on 10 euros, you pay 5 euros, and when the person finishes the job, or it's almost finished with the job, you pay the additional 5 euros. And that is, I've noticed that is motivation for people to continue to do your job really quickly, because they want the additional 5 euros because they need the money, I think. So yeah, that is another tip. You should definitely pay, but don't pay everything at once, because people might just end up spending your money and not doing the job, because they have gotten the money anyway, so they have nothing to lose. So guys, these are my tips for you. Let me know if you guys have any other tips. Put it in the comment box below, and I'll try and see if I will find I'll try and see if I can put more tips on my blog. My blog has been closed for a while now, because I haven't been able to work on it as how I want to work on it. but when I open it, I'll definitely announce it, and I'll put more information and more pictures and more like just visual things about my trip here in Ghana in it. So guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll definitely see you in the next video. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will do my best to answer everything. Bye bye, much love. Mwah.